Okay, so you guys know that I'm a huge A&P nerd. So to learn this stuff, I have to take it back to A&P. So this is the negative feedback loop for the thyroid that runs the whole entire balance of the thyroid system. The gas that makes all of this possible is iodine. Iodine is what runs this whole loop. If you don't have enough iodine, it's just not going to happen. So what happens with our thyroid is that our hypothalamus in our brain releases TRH. The R, if you remember, stands for releasing. It sends this hormone to the anterior pituitary gland. Now, in a normal body, that does not have an issue. The anterior pituitary at this point releases TSH. The S stands for stimulating. It is released to the thyroid, which stimulates the release of T3 and T4. And that makes our body happy. And when it needs more, it sends a message, and the whole thing just keeps going and going and going. Now, when we have hyperthyroid, it's the same hormone, comes out of the hypothalamus, gets sent to the anterior pituitary. But when we have hyperthyroid, we have Graves, it causes your thyroid to then also release TSI. So if we release TSH and TSI, these two join forces and become an unholy terror. They make your T3 and T4 levels go just bonkers. So when those come together and get released to the thyroid, T3 and T4 just explodes. We've got it coming out all over the place. So we are now hyper. We are sympathetic. We're heart rate is through the roof. We're going to lose weight like crazy. Our eyeballs are going to bulge because we got way too much of this going on. And that loop just continues. Now with hypo, the opposite, same hormone comes out of the hypothalamus, comes to the pituitary, but we have hypo. The most common is Hashimoto's. Our body's been attacking our thyroid because it's a mean, ugly brat, and it's damaged it. And what it does is it stops T3 and T4 from being able to be released. So we've got all of this coming down and nothing to do with it because it's getting blocked from going to the thyroid. So the thyroid's not releasing T3 and T4. We have way too much of this other thing going on up here, okay? And then that loop just keeps going because the thyroid says to the hypothalamus, dude, I need T3 and T4. The hypothalamus says, man, I'm sorry. I thought I told the pituitary to do that. Let me tell him again. And so that whole process just keeps going. It releases more. It gets blocked. He complains. It releases more. It's just a big loop. So let me know if this makes any sense or if you need anything else, and I'll just keep explaining this craziness as I go. Love you guys.